I just thought I probably could do this all in one video instead of restarting. So I might do that anyway, but we'll reset up our characters with Harbour Mid, KO Lane, me Market, Jet Tree, and KJ on site with our util. This is still pistol round, but if they push mid, because if they're trying to be sweats, then they're probably going to push mid and try to be different, or that could happen, I don't know. Same wall, same knife, that's just what we're doing for pistol round no matter what. And say they're pushing mid, this wall will have blocked them off. So if they want to swing out, they'll have to flash out. So say this is an enemy flash. Let's just say it's an enemy flash because I don't think I can change that. Harbour might get blinded while holding top mid. Just got to hope he gets back. I'm guessing he probably will, because it's pistol round, and if they're fighting this, then they're only doing like 25 damage per ghost body shot. So he should survive, hopefully. But be prepared to dodge that flash if you can, Harbour. And same thing here, if Jet's jiggling this, hopefully you can, because it's just jiggling, you can just back up and not get flashed. And then peek, try to get a couple, or just try to get damaged. Maybe not try to kill some. If there's too many, don't take that fight. So we're fighting mid here. I'll rotate towards mid. And I reckon Harbour, you come back, play pizza. KO maybe stay sight, but maybe you could like come round stairs, CT, or like even come up to market if you think it's safe, because we've got to be careful of main lurkers and stuff like that. If they're pushing up mid, then we got to be careful of here. Hopefully we can kind of fight it, but pistol around mid is very unlikely. So that's pretty much our whole plan. We just got to kind of fight them or wait till they choose a site. So say there's just a lurker up mid and they flash out, we just got to know what to do there and then play around what is going on. So say they're hitting an A split, they flash out here, try to fight Harbour. Harbour can drop back, but Jet's watching here and now they're walking up here. So that's why if we don't get a scan, KO will immediately run round to A to help out, because 3 people on A is really nice. We've got 2 on site, or 2 having whatever ends up happening, and we've got 1 tree helping out mid. If they do a B mid split, so say we scan 2, maybe 3, because they're probably not going to wait out the KO knife very first round. So we wait a couple seconds, we do the flash nade combo, and me and K are fighting this. If they flash out here and you drop back, but they're most likely, if they're going B, to flash out here. So hopefully Whatnot doesn't get flashed. If so, he calls it. Harbour drops back to pizza, to market, or back towards CT and gets ready to fight this. And that's when Jet can rotate round, because we've got info that they're in main, so they're doing a B split. So that's when I think Jet rotates, KJ stay with your site until they're pushed up, and say, I think if you can, Harbour, try to come back to market if you're dropping back, just because then your cascade will be a little bit more helpful, because you can either do, if you come up a bit more, you can either do this one, or if you're down here, you can do like the same one you're doing from here, just maybe a little bit worse. But that'll just help us hold this, and I can send my boombot in, so on and so forth. So that's pistol round. Just clear that. So now we're going to go into if we win pistol round or if we lose pistol round. what am I looking for? Harbour, KJ, Jet. So if we win pistol round, we want to be playing back. So I think we play a very similar setup to pistol round. KJ on site, so on and so forth. And I reckon we play basically the same as pistol round, with the default knife, the flash nade, the harbour over here, and same harbour wall almost every round. Having that harbour wall will just give us mid so fast, because mid's really important on ascent. Same with Jet here, jiggle peeking. If we find noise A, or if we don't get a KO knife, KO will immediately rotate. I can just chill out. I think I'll be main B anchor just because I've decided that my util is probably better at holding off a push than KO's, even though he does also have a molly. I think I can just use my satchels to hold that a bit longer than his flashes could, but then again his flashes are really good, so I just think KO will be better to rotate here. And I might play, if I call I'm playing retake because I'm being pushed by lots, I'll just drop back and we play retake. Same scenario as pistol. But if we lose pistol round, we got to play a bit more dangerous, so a bit more unique. So that's when I think we do the same raise nade combo, but I'm here with a shorty, and same harbour wall, but same harbour wall goes around here. But when we do the raise flash combo, then harbour is able to cascade this from here. Harbour can cascade this and chuck his cascade there or there, and that'll just give me all this space to lurk up with a shorty, and that might get me 1 or 2. I'll buy satchels into a boombot this round, so if I use my boombot, I won't have it this round if we lose, but if I didn't use it, I'll also have boombot. But I'll buy my 2 satchels this round so I can fight this with a shorty, maybe get 1 or 2, and then drop back with my satchels. And that's how we'll fight B main on a save. And if they come here, we'll keep Jet jiggling. That'll be a rough fight. So if they do decide to split B, we might just leave it up to harbour to hold down mid here, like this sort of area. He can maybe use his cove now because he might buy that on the save, up to him. But I think if we get any scan or any info over A, we just got to fast rotate on save round. Both fast rotate. Maybe one go up here with harbour. And then if it's an A hit, if it's an A hit and it's on our save, we will send the same knife. Harbour might even insta cascade if we're on a save, up to how we call it on the moment. But yeah, knife, if we see no scans, KO immediately rotates. I'm just probably chilling here with a shorty, or I might lurk up, try to get into here. We'll see what happens. I might even play like on lane, just waiting for people. Then yeah, so they're hitting A, so they're coming up through here with their spectres. We've got shotguns, so maybe this is when KJ might be playing like directly on her setup or around this corner. So she's got like a ghost, she's able to play in this little corner here, or a classic, she can play in this little corner. Probably won't get cleared, hopefully. As soon as alarm bot is popped, she deploys her nano swarm, her first nano swarm. She might even double up her nano swarms here, so they push more towards her, because if they try to come out towards door, they might go, oh shit, nano swarm, and try to back up then they're closer to her, so her classic might be able to right click them or like something like that. K does the same thing of when this gets popped, he flashes. So KJ, make sure you're not looking up to heaven. And same, and I think, yeah, after you flash, instead of unpicking back here, if you flash and drop, try to get your picks from down here and then drop behind Jenny to sort of play your short range classic, or drop behind Dice, or maybe into Hell. That might be a bit hard to get into. But really playing for that short range classic, playing for your picks here. Jet, if we know that there's none mid, or because Harbor's holding mid, she doesn't have to worry about it. She can maybe sit in this corner, and then as they click the thingo, they could have shorty or classic, depending on what Jet buys this round. She could peek and try to get this pick. Even if she's traded, it's a really valuable pick. So maybe getting a shorty and sitting here to fight that. You can buy a shorty and a classic and then use the classic to peek mid, and then pick up the shorty, run around here, and wait till the door is about to be clicked. As soon as you hear it, peek, try to get the kill. Try to get away if you can, maybe activating dash, peeking, getting the kill, and dashing back into like garden over here. That would be useful. By now I've probably rotated because there's a lot of commotion. I might rotate through mid with Harbor, and we might go up for a flank, depending on the agents in the day. But flanking is probably good here. Only thing is I've got a shorty. So if I've got a shorty, I might come down and play tree with Jet while Harbor flanks. And say KO gets a pick and dies. KJ gets a pick and dies. And then Jet is able to dash out and get away. And then I think as we go to retake here, we can, like, while Harbor's walking up, I will satchel onto here, probably get one, probably die, get one and die, because that's really a big thing of saves, is if you can get one or two die, that's beautiful, that's fine. And then Jet with a shorty or classic, she might go back and pick up her classic. Can then probably pick up your classic if you've got both. You can fight the guy on site, maybe even wrapping all the way to heaven, while Harbor's taking main. So if Harbor's taken main, then you've got heaven, and you know that there's guys in hell. Say Harbor gets on his flank, he gets the guy chilling here, then it's a 2v1 and you just got to play this correctly. Say he's sitting in hell. Maybe, Harbor will probably have his cascade back, or not cascade, high tide back again. So he can probably high tide under hell, and then Jet can jump out onto dice, hold hell while Harbor comes out and diffuses. Hopefully that's how it goes. But yeah, that's our save rounds, not just after pistol, but save rounds in general. We'll play similar things. Maybe some people might have buckies instead of shorties, or they might have like a something better than a classic. But you know, on our save rounds, we've got to play like that. Maybe KO could even buy a marshal here and like be holding this angle with a marshal, and then when he rotates around, he's got a marshal to pick main with. Just things like that. Same with Harbor, he could have a marshal or something cheap that you can buy on a save and fight mid. Same with here, maybe Whatnot might buy marshal and shorty, or duelist if, yeah. So then it's just buy rounds left, same setup. If the setup doesn't work, we'll obviously call for a change. Things got to change on the day. Not everything's going to go to plan. But, so everyone's got Vandals, Phantoms. I'm going to play here, very similar to pistol round. Default knife, default wall, I'm just going to do this wall like this. Default knife, default wall, flash nade combo if they come B, play off KJ's util if they come A. If we get no scan, immediately rotate. Just the stuff that we've talked about, and then we should be all good to win our first 2 games on Ascent. So hopefully that's good enough for our defense. We just got to figure out our offense, and I'm going to go figure that out now.